Hey, I'm Khani Rosengarten, and I teach women self-empowerment, especially in their most important relationship. So let's talk about empowerment, and let's talk about how to love with a full heart. This has been so helpful to so many women, and it's actually relatively simple. You don't need to do anything major. Here's what you do. When you're in a relationship, you are giving a lot of generosity. You give to your spouse, you give to your significant other, you give so much love. How do you give love? You give time, you give attention, you give acts of service. Maybe you give food or other services. Maybe you spend time having fun together. All of that is you being generous. All of that is you giving to the relationship. We think that in order to prove ourselves in our relationship, in order to give, we need to go in over our heads with giving, but the fact is we already are. When we start valuing that our time is important, our time is ours, it's precious, and we can choose to do whatever we want in the entire universe with our time. It's our time. When we own that that time is ours, and yet we have decided to give it to the person we love because we love them, because we're in a relationship. Suddenly we're not doubting ourselves. We don't think we need to give extra change. Like, all right, I gave him time, but I need to make sure that that time is special. I gave him my attention, but I need to make sure that while I give him my attention, I also need to look a certain way or show up in a certain way. Yes, I went out with him, but I also need to look good for his friends. No, you have given him whatever you chose to give. That was you being generous. That was you giving your greatest gift. You gave of yourself. You gave your willingness to be there for another person. If we undervalue ourselves, we think, oh, whatever I'm giving is not good enough because who am I and why is it worth anything? But when we start valuing that what we are giving is a gift, it's a gift, then we show up in the relationship and we own it. And when we own it, when we own that what we give is a gift, we want to give. It feels good to give. It feels bad to keep giving and feel like it's never enough and we're never enough and we're never measuring up. But it feels wonderful to know I'm giving this gift of my time, and it is the most valuable gift ever. I wouldn't give it to strangers. I wouldn't give it to things I don't enjoy. I'm giving it because I love this person. And then that itself reaffirms and reinforces our desire to give. And we give to the relationship again because we're happy to do it, because we know we're being generous. Owning our generosity means owning that who we are and what we bring to the table is valuable. And that creates a desire to give, and it creates a whole field of giving. So do that. Love yourself like nobody's business. And when you give to your spouse, when you give to your partner, know that you're doing it because you love and because you're generous. What do you think about that? Leave a comment below to let me know what you think about this, because I would love to hear your thoughts.